Ever thought about bringing the magic of herb gardening indoors? Look no further than the esteemed mint family, scientifically known as Lamiaceae, featuring beloved herbs like basil, lemon balm, oregano, rosemary, sage, and thyme. These herbs boast remarkable adaptability to indoor conditions, making them perfect candidates for your windowsill or balcony. An essential nugget of wisdom for successful indoor herb gardening involves recognizing the distinct needs of each herb. For instance, while lemon balm and mint thrive in containers, it's advisable to grow them in separate pots to prevent their exuberance from overpowering the roots of other plants. And here's the golden rule: even though indoor herbs may yield fewer leaves than their outdoor counterparts, they'll thrive with just a bit of your care and attention. Ready to set up and care for your herb garden? Container. Just as important as the herbs themselves is the home you choose for your herb garden. Opt for pots with effective drainage to ensure the health of those vital roots. Aim for an ideal pot size of 6 to 12 inches, offering a snug space for optimal herb growth. For those drawn to natural materials, consider containers made of terracotta, wood or metal. Beyond their aesthetic appeal, these materials play a dual role by contributing to moisture regulation. Regardless of the material you choose, don't overlook the significance of drainage holes at the bottom, crucial for preventing waterlogged roots. Soil. Opt for well-draining, organic soil, ideally a sandy loam mix that balances moisture and nutrient levels. Remember to use a high-quality potting mix specifically designed for container gardening. Garden soil may contain pests and doesn't drain well in pots. Sunlight and shade. Typically, herbs thrive with approximately 6 to 8 hours of daily sunlight. Mint, being more adaptable, can tolerate partial shade, while sun-loving basil requires full sun. In indoor herb gardens, position your herbs close to a south-facing window for ample sunlight. Alternatively, if this isn't feasible, artificial lighting can be a reliable substitute. Opt for full-spectrum LED lights, rich in both infrared and ultraviolet light, providing your herbs with the precise illumination they crave. Watering. Keep your herbs well hydrated by watering them when the top inch of the soil feels dry, typically around once a week. Maintain consistency in watering, but be cautious to avoid overwatering, as it may result in root rot. For optimal deep root soaking, it's advisable to water during the cooler morning hours. If you have basil and parsley in your herb collection, they thrive with consistent moisture. Water these herbs when the soil surface begins to dry out. On the other hand, rosemary, thyme, and sage are more resilient to drought. Allow the soil to dry more thoroughly between watering for these hardy herbs. Fertilizers. Herbs, in general, don't demand excessive fertilization. Provide a gentle boost by applying fertilizer every 6 weeks during the spring, summer, and fall. In winter, when plant growth naturally slows due to shorter days, fertilization is not necessary. Opt for organic fertilizers for your herbs, ensuring a natural growing environment. Note that many potting soils already include fertilizers, so wait for 4 to 6 weeks before applying additional fertilizer. Over-fertilizing can lead to rapid plant growth, diminishing the concentration of essential oils in the leaves, the very essence that imparts herbs with their fantastic taste. Harvesting and storing. Engaging in the ritual of harvesting your herbs is always a thrilling experience, and doing it regularly fosters growth, ensuring their strength. For herbs like basil and mint, a simple pinch off a few leaves will do, while for woody herbs like rosemary or thyme, it's best to cut off whole stems. Opt for morning harvesting when herb oils are at their peak. After harvesting, wrap the herbs in a damp paper towel and store them in a container in the fridge to maintain freshness. For extended storage, consider freezing them or tying the herbs and letting them dry in a dark, well-ventilated room to preserve their essence. Keep in mind that basil, chives, and parsley are most flavorful when used fresh, as drying them often results in a significant loss of taste. For prolonged storage, freezing proves to be a more effective method. Best herbs to grow together. For Mediterranean herbs such as thyme, rosemary, oregano, and sage, less water and full sun are ideal. Simplify care by grouping them together, as they all thrive in similar growing conditions. On the other hand, parsley, basil, and cilantro enjoy consistent moisture and make good companions for each other. As for dill and coriander, they make a harmonious pair. Emitting strong scents, these herbs attract mutually beneficial insects and share similar growing needs. Planting them together not only simplifies care, but also enhances their overall growth. Herbs to grow separately. Maintaining the balance, a golden rule is to keep plants that prefer dry conditions separate from those that thrive in moist soil. Planting them together can lead to conflicting growing conditions. Mint caution. Mint, known for its invasive nature, is best grown in its own pot to prevent it from taking over other plants. If necessary, it can be placed near oregano. Dill and sage spacing. For optimal growth, it's advisable to keep dill and sage far away from each other as they tend to compete for nutrients. That wraps up our herb gardening tips. We trust that you found the information in this video valuable. Don't forget to show your support by liking, subscribing, sharing, and turning on your notification bell for more content like this.